Some All right, guys. We got a new thing going on here. We're going to do some short stories on a little scooter. This one, The Stolen Bacillus, H.G. Wells. Now, it's a short story for H.G. Wells, but for us, it'll probably be 3 or 4 scooter rides. So, let's just get this thing started. The Stolen Bacillus. This again, said the bacteriologist, slipping a glass slide under the microscope, is, well, a preparation of the Bacillus of cholera, the cholera germ. The pale-faced man peering down the microscope. He was evidently not accustomed to that kind of thing, and held a limp white hand over his disengaged eye. I see very little, he said. Touch this screw, said the bacteriologist. Perhaps the microscope is out of focus for you. Eyes vary so much. Just the fraction of a turn, this way or that. Ah, now I see, said the visitor. Not so very much to see after all. Little streaks and shreds of pink. And yet, those little particles, those mere atomies, might multiply and devastate a city. Wonderful! He stood up and, releasing the glass slip from under the microscope, held it in his hand towards the window. Scarcely visible, he said, scrutinizing the preparation. He hesitated. Are these alive? Are they dangerous now? Those have been stained and killed, said the bacteriologist. I wish, for my own part, we could kill and stain every one of them in the universe. I suppose, the pale man said, with a slight smile, that you scarcely care to have such things about you in the living? In the active state? On the contrary, we are obliged to, said the bacteriologist. Here, for instance. He walked across the room and took up one of several sealed tubes. Here is the living thing. This is a cultivation of the actual living disease bacteria. He hesitated. Bottled cholera, so to speak. A slight gleam of satisfaction appeared momentarily in the face of the pale man. It's a deadly thing to have in your possession, he said, devouring the little tube with his eyes. The bacteriologist watched the morbid pleasure in his visitor's expression. This man, who had visited him that afternoon with a note of introduction from an old friend, interested him from the very contrast of their dispositions. The lank black hair and deep gray eyes, the haggard expression and nervous manner, the fitful yet keen interest of his visitor were a novel change from the pragmatic deliberations of the ordinary scientific worker with whom the bacteriologist chiefly associated. It was, perhaps, natural, with a Harrier, evidently so impressionable to the lethal nature of his topic, to take the most effective aspect of the matter. Okay, I didn't get a lot of that last little bit there, but let's just do this here thing with this overlook. So I think it's called the Point of the Mountain Overlook, and we're going to look over on I guess it's Eager, Springerville. Greer will be right at the bottom of the hill. Won't be able to see it, but might be able to throw a rock and hit it. If it can roll far enough. Alright, so that's that. Let's spin this little scooty around here, take one last photo, and then we'll let you go. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming along on the ride. We're going to call it quits and we'll pick it up with part 2. Ciao for now. Samsy. And as always, here's big old Rosie to finish it off. You do your thing, Rosie. You go, big girl.